Welcome to another episode of Bitches in the Kitchen.
I'm Janet.
I'm Chris. And tonight, it's all about the wine.
Wine. Great minds drink alike.
So tonight we're going to talk about a trip we took to Old Mission Peninsula, something like, oh hell, we went to Traverse City and we went on the wine tour. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of wine in that part of Michigan.
And I'm not sure whose brainy idea it was to start so early in the day, but we had a very ambitious schedule.
So at noon, we arrived upon our first
I think it was earlier, personally.
Oh, I think it was noon. So the first place we went, that was the schoolhouse, right? It was awesome.
We started with history, when really all we were interested in wine.
Thanks for tasting, bitches.
Unfortunately, I don't know whether it was that time of day. Anna was the best part of that entire visit because the wine, nah, but we didn't buy any.
We didn't buy any there.
We bought ornaments and tchotchkes. But then it was time to move on.
Yes. Then we went to the really highfalutin one.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it was
Bryce Estates, I think, was next.
A little stuffy.
Ah, a little stuffy.
Welcome to Bryce Estates. Where we are at right now is the bottling station, and I kind of know a little bit about it. I always like to say this is where the magic starts, behind you, where they prepare the grapes and make them into wines.
This is legit.
The bottles come in here, and it's a conveyor belt. It washes the bottles.
Wow.
It continues on the conveyor belt. The wine is actually put into the bottles here.
Ah.
This stage is where the corks go in. This stage, I actually work this. This is the Lucy and Ethel stage.
That's great.
Bottles come through about every 2 seconds. And at that stage, you have to put the capsules on, and the capsules are the plastic coverings.
Oh, okay. Wow.
They come in a container.
Corking too.
And we cork, yes. It corks here, and then the capsules go on, and the bottles come through every 2 seconds. So you have to pull the capsules off. And
Yeah, we can handle this, okay?
put it on each of the bottle that comes
Wow.
through.
So that's a manual process.
That is a manual. Everything
That's
is done
great.
by hand. This is where the labels go onto our bottles, and then it comes out here. We have two guys at the end stage. They will take 12 bottles, put it in a case. They tape it up, put it on a pallet, and then when the pallet gets full, I think we have about 16 cases to a pallet. They take it out, and the process never stops until you take a break for lunch, which is, say, maybe 10, 15 minutes, or if you need to change the labels for the types of wines or change the wines that go into bottling.
So it was stuffy, but true to what happened at the first place, we met Mary.
So I was actually insulted in the tasting room, not by Mary, she was amazing, but in the tasting room, it was as though our wine vocabulary was not appropriate.
Nobody uses Sauvignon Blanc is quaffable. That's a real word, right, Kevin?
I don't use it.
Kevin's like, Kevin goes, I don't use it. Because it's a dumb word, right, Kevin?
I just don't think it's accurate.
Really?
I describe wines differently than one word. That's why we have our menu here. Read it.
Wow.
Bam. Okay. So it was just kind of like an FU. I can use whatever wine tasting vocabulary I want. But then with this really did get us. A Pinot Noir Riesling, which I shouldn't have just out of principle, but we ended up buying. So
we'll drink their wine in their glasses. We got glasses too.
Oh, look, that opened so easily. Oh, no, it didn't.
I was like, what happened?
We need it. Where is it? Oh, here we go.
There we go.
All right.
All right.
We were very anxious then to leave this place because we just needed to be in a place that felt more like us, where we didn't have to watch our vocabulary.
That's where we're going.
And so we just got in the car. Of course, we are guests, so we were driven. And the next stop was Bowers, right?
Bowers.
As soon as we parked
Bowers
the
Harbor.
car, as soon as we parked the car, we knew we were in the right spot.
Oh, yeah.
We're at Bowers Harbor Vineyards, Old Mission Peninsula, Traverse City, Michigan. What we do are 5 half-ounce pours for $5.
Yep, that's what we're trying to say.
And you pay when you're all done. You get to keep the glass.
Oh, you get to keep the glass.
Oh, you're the best ever, Todd.
Oh my God.
Anybody
Not
else's
my
glass?
decision.
Why didn't we just come here and
We should just
end
come here and
What would
start.
you recommend for
what would you
non-sweet
recommend?
women?
Well, the
bitches.
Block 2 Riesling is good.
The what? Blanc 2?
Block 2.
Oh, Block 2.
The
Okay.
Pinot Grigio is our best seller. 9,000 cases a year.
Okay, we'll try it.
No,
There's
we got
our five.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Grigio.
Oh, Grigio. Pinot.
All right, so I'll
right
start
here?
you with the Pinot Noir Rosé.
Yes.
Okay.
There we go, right there.
Come here, Faith. Come here.
Come on, Faith.
We should do 2 of these because we get the glass.
There we go, Pinot Noir
Give us
Rosé.
another
Fine,
glass.
we're going to do it twice.
You're gonna do 2?
Yeah, because
Sure.
we want the glass. And we like you, Todd.
Wasn't this the vineyard that had all sorts of dog tchotchke
It
stuff?
did.
too?
It had tons
It
of
was like
dog
a whole
stuff.
room of dog stuff.
And their
It was
tasting room was outside, remember?
So gorgeous.
It was fun, and there was tons of fun people there. And remember they had snacks. Oh, and the oyster crackers. They had oyster crackers. I really did like those.
The biggest surprise that wasn't on film.
It's true.
And this was when Janet choked on humble
She
pie.
had to eat her words.
I did.
It was
I
the
ate
best
my
part of the
words.
day.
I did. There was this discussion about, what was it called?
Pineapple cider.
Pineapple cider. And of course, to a viewer's word, I was indignant to the cider because pineapple cider.
I don't like cider.
Oh, it just sounded so nasty. And then this is what happened. Todd said, oh, I think you're going to really like it. So now we're back to the Bowers glasses because guess who tried it and liked it? So Chris is like, oh, I'm all over that. We're going to buy a f***ing growler. And we did. And then you were right. I was wrong. I admit it.
I love that. Wait, can we replay that?
It was just fun. We should have started there, quite honestly, because that felt like either we were just waking up or starting to get a little affected by all the wine, or we were just really in the right spot. Because that was really
all of the above.
That was when the day felt like it started. Just great people.
Then,
Up the peninsula now.
oh yeah, way to the top.
Way.
Beautiful winery.
The tip top. We were at the
At the top of
weren't we
the
at highest
something.
point.
Chateau Chantal.
Chantal.
We could only afford one glass of this one because they were
Actually, that's
expensive.
not true, bitch. We were
Drinked out.
We were drunked out.
Welcome. You're at Chateau Chantal here on Old Mission Peninsula, Michigan, and we're with the bitches.
What's that? Does that mean we're getting married in 5
Well,
minutes?
no,
I don't know what
we're
that
already
look
married
is.
in 5 minutes.
Like the eyelids go up and it's just like, it's like the seduction. It's like, oh, I like that one.
There you go. There we go. There we go. That's what we've been waiting on all day, Justin.
Thank you, Justin. I like a Beaujolais.
You just like to say the word.
I like a Beaujolais because it's easy to drink.
It is actually quite an easy drink.
There was absolutely no denying at this part of the day that as tired as we were getting, we realized that we were setting up to do a whole day of wineries. And we thought it was about the wine. And at this moment, we knew it had very little to do with the wine and everything to do with these super cool people that we just kept meeting, Justin included.
So, if you follow our blog, then you can understand the blog about Janet that says, is it about the destination or the journey? Because that day we set out with a destination in mind. We were going to hit all these wineries. But what we found out is that it was about the journey the whole time, and it was about the people.
It should have been about the wine, but it was about the people.
Well, I mean, we bought plenty of wine. Please don't confuse them thinking we didn't. And we drank plenty of wine.
At this point, we're done.
We are done.
However, we're with Faith from the kitchen, if you remember that video.
Our Cheese Bombs episode.
Yeah, and Faith is like, one more stop. And we're all like, no, we're done.
And she's like, we're going to go to the old store.
We have to go to the one more stop. We have to absolutely do it. So we were like, okay, whatever you say, Faith.
It wasn't a winery. So we were like, all right, we can do this.
And we did.
And this is a Sangiovese.
Yeah.
That's a Sangiovese.
Sangiovese. That one's good.
That's delicious.
That one's
That's
really good.
delicious.
That one's really good.
Okay, now I'm going to be really greedy.
Can we have a piece of cheese
Me.
with?
You teach me because now I want to taste the cheese of it.
Yeah, you do.
A little
one's
itty,
really good.
itty, like just
Itty
like
bitty.
a little crumble.
Do you are, miss?
Here, split this with me because I.
No, here, I got some more.
Okay.
Yeah, you
We
get
got a
yours.
little bit left.
You got a little bit left.
I need a price and a wrap, or just give me a price and I'll wrap.
That's wonderful.
Wow, you could turn you. I think I don't know, but we're in
It's a
Italy
Pinot.
right now.
I know we're in Italy, and
Did you taste
Italy's
this
pretty
one?
good.
I don't know. I'm in Italy.
There we go.
Roma.
Love it.
That's beautiful.
I love this.
La villa morra de sonda villa onde vindo.
Great. That's great. You're the best part of my whole
We're gonna
day.
weigh it. How about
How much
California?
how
Let's
much
do a
is
little
this?
Pinot
How
Noir.
much is that?
California.
California.
This is a lovely Pinot Noir.
Whoa.
You'll see the difference.
Seamus was amazing, but one of the best parts about Seamus was his portions of pour.
Oh yeah. We weren't going in for wine. We were just going into the
We
store.
went to shop and the
And he
man's like
says-
pouring and singing and it was...
He says, "Oh, try this one."
Amazing.
And we tried that. And then he said, "Oh, try this one."
So while everybody else just pissed a little something in our glasses, Seamus is like, "Oh, you're gonna love this," and just pours away. And we were like, "We can't drink this." What would have happened if we had started with Seamus?
We'd have never gone to any wineries. I encourage you, if you're ever in Upper
my
Michigan,
gosh.
take the day, do the wine tours, skip a few, make sure you get to the old store.
The Old Missions, wasn't it called
Old
the Old
Mission
Mission
Store.
Store? It looked like an old penny candy. It was amazing. You just have to experience it.
Yes.
Okay, now I poured a very healthy glass of wine, which
That you don't even
now
like?
you're going to have to help me finish.
Okay.
Good night, Gracie.
Good night, Gracie. One wrong turn. And this is where we ended up, just looking for a place to pee.